Hey, 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 what's up? What's up out there in Facebook land? Coach Mo here with your chaos tip of the day. Welcome to my page. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Mernice Oliver. I'm affectionately known as Coach Mo, Queen Quiet Storm, bringing the calm to all of your business chaos. I help agency owners and sales producers, as well as women entrepreneurs, create revenue opportunities out of their specific business chaos. I help my clients create a strategic plan to create their best life first and then create their best business now. I help my clients really understand how they can recognize and avoid the pitfalls of a dying business or a dying agency, more specifically if you're in insurance, and how not to allow that chaos of the business to usurp your life and take over. So very excited to be with you today. Wanted to jump on and share our chaos tip of the day. And today is all about top 10 bad A networking tips for entrepreneurs and insurance agents. So here are two things that I know for sure and I know to be a fact. Hey, Millicent, thank you for joining me. Here's what I know about networking. The more people you know, the more opportunities that you'll have to sell your specific product or service. So that's number one. Number two, networking events is one of the best ways to meet a lot of people quickly and to build your list quicker. So if you are not networking, then you're really missing the boat in terms of growing your network and growing your business. And so I don't want you to miss the boat there. I don't want you to miss the bus. So let me give you these top 10 tips, or I can say Coach Mo's top 10 tips about networking. So number one is you want to position yourself as a connector. And what I mean by that is when you attend a networking event, start introducing people that you meet to other people that you already know that's at the event. Walk them around. You know what I would do when I was networking? I would always look for the individuals who were either sitting by themselves, kind of looking a little lost, or maybe they're standing on the wall, not really interacting. I saw that as a perfect opportunity to really position myself as an expert in my field, but also as a connector within the networking organization, and it really worked well. I was able to grow my list to over 1,000 clients and new contacts within a 12-month period by doing that. Just positioning yourself as being a connector. So when you go to that networking event, try that little tip. If you see somebody sitting alone and kind of being the Lone Ranger out, bring them in, walk them around, introduce them. I promise you it'll work for you. All right, so that's tip number one. Tip number two, okay, y'all, you can't go to the networking event late. You have to show up early. Remember, you are trying to grow your agency or grow your business, and so you certainly don't want to drag your feet with this. So you want to show up early, and why you want to show up early is a couple of things. The organizers are already there. They are the people in the know. They are the ones, probably they are the connectors, and so they're going to be able to connect you with your ideal or your target client, but they can't do that if they don't know who you are. So what I would do when I was out networking, I would show up early and I would volunteer to help with the setup, help set out food, pass out, brochures, or greet people at the door. Wherever there's a need, I jumped in and helped. Not only does it allow you to be exposed to more people, but the people that are already in a position as a connector begin to get to know who you are. They know your name. They want to learn more about what you do. Hence, you're able to make more sales and build your business by doing that and building relationships. I tell my clients all the time, relationships is really the new currency. Okay, it's not that green dollar bill. It's going to be relationships. And so you want to make sure that you're positioning yourself where you're building those solid and strong relationships. So that's tip number two. Show up to the events early. All right. Tip number three, don't talk shop. And what I mean by that is you don't want to just go in and you're just blabbing all over the place about, you're talking about insurance, or you're talking about sales, or you're talking about marketing. Nobody wants to hear that. Typically at a networking event, there's a lot of alcohol, there's food, people are there to relax and kind of just chill. Yes, they want to build relationships, but they don't someone that's there just specifically talking shop. And so you want to stay away from that. You want to make small talk about, what's going on in the world right now, maybe freshen up on some of the headlines that are going on before you go to the networking event, and you're able to talk about those things. Now, stay away from politics, religion, and sex. That's my disclaimer. You don't want to talk about those things at a networking event, but you can talk about the Braves or what's going on with the Falcons, and then people want to be engaged because they're talking about things that they want to talk about at the networking event. But stay away from talking shop. So that's tip number 3. Stay away from that. Number 4, finding more networking opportunities. Yesterday, when I did my video about your productivity, I mentioned that you want to make sure that you're networking at least a minimum of 1 networking event per week, at least a minimum of that. And so here are some ways or some other organizations that you can look into to connect and start networking. So number 1, Chamber of Commerce. Number 2, business networking groups. There are mastermind groups. Great way to meet people is to join meetup.com, Eventbrite. They have tons of networking events, and I use that specifically myself, Meetup. And I also use the Chamber of Commerce, their calendar, to see what's going on and see what events that I can do. And I go ahead and plan it out for the whole month. And you may want to plan it out for the first quarter. Go ahead and plan it out for 90 days. Whatever fits your specific schedule or your calendar, do that. But you want to make sure that you're involved and you're going to several networking organizations. One, it exposes you to a different group of people, but also it really grows your net worth, your net weave, like this. Starts out really small and it grows bigger because you're casting a wider net. All right. So you want to make sure that you're looking at several networking organizations. So that's step number 4. Step number 5, if you have a sales team or you have staff, don't hesitate to send your staff. Get them involved. In fact, it's very important that you're teaching them how to go out and network and build their presence. It only makes your company and your organization stronger. And so you don't want to miss out on that part. Or take them with you. Let them be your wingman, or you be or they be your wing girl, whatever it is. But take them with you and teach them how to network and get them involved and get them exposed as well. Again, it's all about building your list and building your connections, and why not get 2 for 1? All right. So that's number 5. Number 6, when you're thinking about creating business cards, you want to make sure that your business card is memorable. And what I mean by that, you don't want to get the same old status quo business cards that most insurance producers do, or the ones that everybody buys on Vistaprint. You want to make yours unique to you. And I'm going to show you an example of my business card and what it says. So now, this is my organization. It says Women Speak International, but it has a copy of my logo. Of course, it has my tagline, which is passion, confidence, and authentic living. It also has my phone number and my email address here, and it has my website link there. But on the back, this is prime real estate, y'all. So don't forget about the back of your business card. Outline what it is you specifically offer, because you got to tell them what do you want them to do. And so they're looking for that. I'm also looking for my Bernice Oliver business cards. I don't think I have any up here. Hold on a second. Don't think I have any. I don't, but I was going to show you guys what my Bernice Oliver cards look like. But anyway, you want to tell them what to do. So this one says, join my fast track coaching, join my academy. I'm available for mentoring, and I also facilitate workshops and seminars. So it says it right here. And so you have to tell them what to do on the back of the card. So don't forget to take advantage of that. But it's different from anyone else's card, so it's going to stand out. So keep that in mind. You want to have a memorable insurance card. Number 7, make sure you're setting some networking goals. And what I mean by that, you want to set some measurable goals. Now, when you go to a networking event, you may want to set a goal of meeting 3 new people. or meeting 5 new people, or meeting 10 new people. Or maybe you want to say, here's my goal for the week. I want to add 10 new names to my connections or my email list by the end of the week. And so you want to be very specific when you are setting your goals. I'm going to teach a little bit about SMART goals. I hope you guys already know about SMART goals, but we'll talk about that a little bit later as well. But set some goals, and once you've achieved that goal, hey, you've busted it out for the week, and then you can go ahead and focus on the next week. But it's a very good idea to set a networking goal, at least a minimum of a weekly networking goal. Okay, so that's number 7, networking goals. Number 8, I would say always offer your business card rather than always passing out a business card. And what I mean by that, don't naturally assume that the individual that you're networking with or you're speaking with, they want your business card. I think that's rude when I'm at a networking event and here somebody is just walking around passing out their business cards. That tells me that's someone that's only interested in getting their name and their information out, and they're not interested in really building relationships. And business is about building relationships. And so guess what happens to their card? Garbage. I don't even connect with them. Okay? And here's a tip. So I always ask, would you allow me to share my business card with you? And if they say yes, then I would give my card to them. But I always give them a challenge. And I say, listen, reach out to me in a couple of days. Let's see if we can connect and have coffee at Starbucks. Or I will say, is it okay if I give you a phone call in a couple of days and then maybe we can meet and have coffee someplace? Again, setting the expectation of what's going to happen beyond the networking event really sets you apart. And it also helps you to build that relationship. Another thing that I do, if it's someone that I specifically know I want to network with later, I always kind of put a little dog ear on the card. See that? I go ahead and dog ear and I drop it in my purse or my pocket. Typically, I don't take a purse when I'm networking. I always have on a jacket or something that I can drop the card in. And so I know that that was specifically someone that I wanted to network with. Now, if that individual was someone that I really wasn't looking to follow up with, but I want to add them to my mail list, then their card is still the way they gave it to me. Or I may make some notes on the back of the card if I want to remember something specific. But I always, individuals that I want to connect with, I dog ear it, so I know that's someone I need to follow up with later. Okay? All right. Number 9. Do not make the mistake of passing out huge flyers and huge postcards. As I shared, typically if you're a woman, then you may not even have a purse when you're out networking, the way that I don't carry a purse when I go networking. And especially men, they don't have anywhere to hold a big, postcard size business card or a flyer. And so guess what happens to it? It's either dropped on the floor or it's in the nearest garbage can. So don't do that. Don't make that mistake. You've lost money because that was something you paid for and they just threw it away. They're not going to connect with you because they don't have your information. And it's just rude. And so don't, pass out those really big flyers and postcards, because at a networking event, no one has any place for that. And so don't do that. All right. And then the last tip is do the follow-up. Follow up, follow up, follow up. If you do not follow up, then you've just wasted your time networking. The networking efforts, they're basically worthless because you're not following up, and so you're not building those relationships. And so you need to develop strong relationships, and you do that by devising a very strategic follow-up plan that serves to deepen your connections with the folks that you're looking to connect with. So those are your top 10 bad A networking tips from Coach Mo. So here are some things that I want you to do next, because most folks are saying, okay, Coach Mo, so now what do I do next? Now that you've given us all of these tips, what do you expect us to do? So here's what I think you should do. From these 10 ideas, I want you to create your own list of ideas and what you think may work for you, and then try them out at your next networking opportunity. Okay? FYI, there's a national holiday on Monday, Martin Luther King birthday. There's going to be tons of opportunities to go network. Why don't you take advantage of it? And then report back to me and let me know your results based on those top 10 tips that I just shared with you. Number 2, if you like this video, share this video with someone else that you know is having trouble with networking, or maybe they really don't like to network and they need some tips to get them going. Share this video with them. Or number 3, feel free to network with me. You can contact me several ways, but I'm on Twitter at Coach Myrnice Oliver. You can hit me up on LinkedIn at Coach Myrnice Oliver, or you can hit me here, Facebook. This is my page, Coach Myrnice Oliver. Or you can go to my website if you're looking for a free consultation. I'd love to help you with your business or your agency, and that's www.myrniceoliver.com. Or you can always just click the like button, and tell me that you'd like to hear more videos or see more videos on this topic or other topics that you want to suggest to me. So thank you guys for watching for joining me for the Chaos Tip of the Day. And until tomorrow, I'll see you then. I'm Coach Mo, Queen Quiet Storm. I'm here to help you create calm in all of your business chaos. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye.